looking, I'll find you. I just want peace, so that show got front row seats. You can roll your eyes, you can suck your teeth.
What's up? It's your girl JT, and it's Tea Talk with JT from 7 to 9 every Monday. Sorry for the late arrival, but you know, sometimes hot girls need a little more time. Okay, I'm here with a very, very special guest, independent artist from Norfolk, Virginia, who goes by the names of Shantel solE. What's up, girl?
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How are you doing?
Okay, I'm doing fantastic. I can't even complain. How you doing, sis?
Ain't no complaints here.
Okay, first of all, I just want to let y'all know, for all my tea talkers in the building tonight, if y'all still tuned in with me, because I know I'm supposed to be on here at 7, but you know, anyway. We are lit in here, okay? We got the vibes going. It's Megan Thee Stallion's birthday, so we already were lit. So I just hope everybody else at home who is listening is just as lit as we are, okay? Is that right, Shantel?
Thanks.
Okay, well, I'm very excited, guys, because this is honestly my first artist interview for my show, and I'm just so excited to be here with Shantel today. I can't wait to get more info about her new album and everything, but I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself first and tell me a little bit more about you.
Well, I'm Shantel solE. I'm an international artist. I am from Norfolk, Virginia originally.
757.
Yeah, shout out 757. I do neo soul, but I do a lot of different genres. I do pop, R&B, hip hop, pretty much anything. I do it. I have albums out, I have singles out, I have music out, and I've been overseas doing music. I've been traveling since I've been back from overseas, and that's just me, Shantel solE.
Okay, my babe solE is international. Yes! I'm here for all the energy, honestly. Okay, so we're just gonna hop right into it, okay? I asked some more basic questions later, but I've been listening to her latest album, if I'm not mistaken, Vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes, that got released in 2020, right? What time of the year? Was it spring?
When did I release? I think it was like, that's sad. I really can't remember.
Honestly, it's fine. A lot of work goes into it, and I'm pretty sure by the time you're done with the process, it's too much to go.
I think it was October though.
Okay. Okay, fall time, cuffing season time. Because let me tell y'all, it was relatable. Mad relatable. Like, I need everybody to go stream it right now on Apple Music. Okay? Right. Vulnerable by Shantel solE is popping. So tell me about the process in general. What inspired this album? What's the goal? What's the description behind what this album means for you?
So the album Vulnerable is actually a Love Diary Chapter 2. So it's like the sequel, I guess, or the part 2 to my original album, which was called Love Diary. So Love Diary was an album I actually dropped when I first got to Japan. And then Vulnerable is an album I dropped when I was coming back from Japan. A lot of people don't know. I went to Japan because I was getting married. So I was going into Japan as high on love, I'm new married, so it's Love Diary.
Okay.
Coming back from Japan, I'm going through a divorce. It was just COVID. So it was vulnerable for me, being in a new country, a new marriage alone, just maneuvering on it by myself. So that in itself just gave me endless songs to write about. Those experiences just gave me real, like, what you feel is real. Like, that's what I really went through, you know what I'm saying? So it gave me a chance to be able to write more relatable songs and be able to dig that deep and touch to those parts. But like, a lot of people don't want to talk about those topics. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Some divorce is embarrassing, you know, sometimes it is, but people don't want to talk about it, don't want to talk about heartbreak. So that's where I was discovering vulnerability, and instead of shying away from it, I took it and I used it as a stream. So that's what the album was about.
I honestly love that. I love that. I feel like personally I always preach about vulnerability and how it's okay to be vulnerable. And like you said, a lot of people do shy away from being vulnerable because it is seen as embarrassing. But I really admire that you took it on. You know, you put it all out there for your fans to hear. And honestly, I loved it. I definitely understand like everything you're coming from. It was one song in particular that I was listening to, and the name escapes me now. But on the song, you were basically saying that, you know, when I haven't been in the studio for a long time, I get
anxiety.
You get anxiety. Yes. And I literally feel that. Because when I go to the studio sometimes and I have mad anxiety. I have social anxiety in general. So I wanted to ask you more about that. Like, do you have any performance anxiety, like when you perform live? Like, when you go to the studio, is that something that naturally happens? How do you shake it?
Typically when it comes to performing, not really. The anxiety in that situation came from, in Japan, I wasn't able to record music because of the language barrier, because of a lot of different things. It was just very hard to record in Japan, period. Right. So when I moved back, all I was doing in Japan was writing songs. So that was the first time since I started doing music where I hadn't been in the studio it was like sometimes 6 to 8 months at a time, not recording anything. So that was new for me. It was like, you know what I'm saying? So me going into the studio after 8 months, I don't know why, I was just trembling, I was just shaking, it just felt, because I was excited, but then it was also, I don't know. I had never experienced that before.
But exciting. No, I definitely
I don't know, but I definitely experienced that and vulnerable. So I was kind of glad he kept that in the clip because that was also a vulnerable moment. I was just talking to him like, hey, can you close the blinds? Because I don't know, I'm just feeling anxiety right now. So when he kept it, I heard it back. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing.
Honestly, no, that's like the rawest moments in the studio are the best moments. Like that's what's gonna make you your Grammy. That's what's gonna make you your like award. You know what I'm saying? That being as vulnerable as possible when you think nobody's listening to you. That is what really gets people incorporated. So the real question, I need the real tea on Japan. Okay, why Japan? Was he military?
Yeah, military.
Okay,
he was Navy. He was Navy.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking when you first said it, but I was like, who knows? Dipping in another water, you know what I'm saying?
It was a man.
Okay.
He was in the Navy.
Okay. What time frame is this? Like, what's the year?
This was I went to Japan in, I think, 2018. And I came back last March.
So how long were you there?
Almost a year and a half, a little over a year and a half.
So we can get into, this is tea talk. Let me just be clear for our listeners because this is tea talk. We got to get into the tea. I need all the details. So,
what's up?
Okay, I need first impressions, what you thought was going to be like when you got there versus what happened when you got there to cause the inspiration for this album.
So when I first got there, I never expected marriage to be easy. I never expected love to be easy. Like even before this relationship, I've been through a lot of things in relationships, so I never in my life expected it to just be easy.
Yeah,
and my parents been married for over 30 years, almost 30 years, so it's like I knew their marriage wasn't easy. So going into Japan, I was just thinking new marriage, new experience. I knew I may not have been able to record as much, but going there, I was expected to, build my own home studio. It was just a lot of dreams that were given to me that were not fulfilled.
One of them.
So I was high on, what was in front of me and what I thought was going on.
When you being presented.
Yeah, I don't come from a military family, so I don't know what to expect. When you tell me you're going overseas, you're going on deployment, my brother had never been on deployment, so I don't know what that's like. So when I got over there, it was just a lot. And it revealed a lot of things about myself that I needed to deal with. So a lot of songs aren't even about just marriage. It's about things I figured out about myself, parts about myself that I learned because he was gone. So a lot of that time, I was in Japan alone. I was in Japan finding myself.
How long was he gone?
Sometimes 8 months, sometimes 6 months, sometimes 3 months. But not long enough to kind of get roots, you know what I'm saying, in a place. So it was very different. But then on the flip side, because I was so alone and so vulnerable, and so it gave me strength because I being in the States, I hated doing stuff by myself. I wouldn't go to the movies. I wouldn't go out to eat. But in Japan, I didn't have I didn't have a
person
choice
to go with you.
Yeah. So if you want to go explore, you go do that.
Right.
So Japan kind of forced me to kind of get this backbone about myself and kind of not be scared to address past trauma, to address things that shaped me to be the woman I am, and to not be embarrassed about parts of myself. Like, people are embarrassed about, having an attitude or just parts of themselves that they don't like. It was no escape.
Yeah, nobody had to face you.
Yeah, nobody was flying me to come back home. Nobody was saving me from Japan. No, everything, it was like almost like Japan was like a big life mirror. So when I wrote Vulnerable, those songs really came from
the heart. Yeah,
me realizing, coming into myself as a woman, because as women we go through pain in general, but I just kind of use it as a strength, trying to hone it all in.
So commendable. I love this. Wow, no, honestly, that is so commendable. Like, I can only imagine. I feel like for me, coming to college was such a eye-opening experience, like how you described. Like, I was forced to do things by myself, forced to figure out things by myself that I didn't have to figure out before I came to school and was on my own. Then I transferred, so You know, just being even more alone and everything, having to really do things by yourself, like you said. Like now, I do everything by myself. Movies, bang!
Exactly.
No, but I definitely commend you because that is honestly a beautiful experience. I think that is an experience worthy of sharing to others. So
thank you.
Definitely, I can hear it through the music. I can hear it through your album. Definitely, like that's some real life.
Yeah.
Things going on, you know what I'm saying, and make you make that type of music because anybody can make fluff songs. You know, especially in independent artists, especially because it's not their full-time gig sometimes. So you know, you hear people just dropping whatever they can, but like that, I feel like with your album, it took a lot of soul, a lot of heart, a lot of looking within. You know what I'm saying, to come outward, and I really admire that.
I definitely did. Thank you.
Welcome. So, what if you had a target audience for Vulnerable in regards to the messages, like what you're talking about? Who do you think your target audience would be?
Not really getting into much the demographics. I would just say
not the demographics.
Yeah, I would just say Vulnerable is, I would say, for everyone, because to be a human, you have to have experienced vulnerability in some point, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. And a lot of times as humans, if we have a vulnerable moment, we just choose not to address it.
Right.
So if you want to be real with yourself, you can relate to vulnerable. Maybe not every song, but a song should be relatable.
Something on there is for you. Like, it's something there for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's too real for you not to be able to relate to it.
Right.
So vulnerable is for anybody. It's for the person who's in love, the person who's searching for love, the person who's been hurt from love, the person who's tired and want to give up. It's songs where I'm talking about how depressed I am. It's songs where I'm talking about how mad I am. It's a song called Big Mad. So it's for everybody. Any mood you want to turn up, you want to do something nice, you want to do something cute, you know what I'm saying? No matter. Just pick a song. Pick a song and it's going to be right there for you.
My sis got the vibes for everybody. Okay? A little something for everyone. I love that. Okay. So there was one song in particular that when I heard it, it struck a nerve, girl. It was Losers. Yes! My sister said, tired of losing a loser. And I was got like, yes, Losers. So you gotta tell me more about that. What inspired that? What's the message behind that song?
That's so funny. When I say Loser, it's like all my homegirls love Loser. That's their favorite song. But Loser.
No, literally it's vibing, y'all. Like, I feel like I was listening to Janae Aiko, you know what I'm saying, Ari, Jasmine Sullivan, like, I feel like they make music that's really targeted towards, you know, young black female demographic, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like that's what I heard. I've heard a mix of all that listening to you, so I'm really excited to talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. Loser is funny because I don't want to talk down about money, but people have told me that the guys I date in the past are
not the best,
not the coolest. You know, for me to be as cool as I am. Let's just say that. I didn't personally say they were losers, but from other people, I've been told that I date losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't deserve it. He didn't. And then looking back on, I'm like, you know what? He is a loser. And I'm not losing to losers. Period. And that's just how the song came. So, and then when I write a song, I don't just write a song about one specific person, which a lot of people get misconstrued. If I could tell you how many DMs and text messages I get from dudes thinking that songs are about them, sweetie, this song was not about you.
Please open your eyes.
So the song was inspired by, you know, just multiple losers that I dated. If we're just gonna be flat out about it.
So I definitely vibe with that. Because, like, you know, when you look back on the relationship or on the situation or whatever it is, you're like, oh my God, how many things was I sacrificing to deal with you?
Right?
Like, you honestly are lame. Like, super lame. But, no, I definitely get that. When I first heard it, I was like, vibing. I was vibing so hard. Honestly, I loved it. So, I heard also, when I was listening to your album, I heard a few collabs. So, what's the collab process like? Like, walk me through that. Like, do you seek them out? Are you asked to collab? What's your favorite collab thus far?
Okay, so actually, that was my first collab on a project I've put out, personally. For me, DCP, the guy that I did the feature with, DCP has been my engineer since I I met him the first year I started doing music. So me and him are like family. He owns a studio. I recorded at the studio I work at. So like, it was only right that the first person I ever put a song together, like as a collab out for me, was with DCP. But outside of that, when it comes to me saying, hey, I want to do a song with you, I really don't say that too often. So if I verbally say, hey, you, I like your sound, I like your music, I want to do a song with you, that's every once in a blue moon, but if that happens, then it happens. But for the most part, when it comes to features, people contact me, people reach out to me to do it that way, just because I'm kind of just so sensitive about my content and the energy that's put on my content.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's right. You can't just let anybody up on there.
Yeah, so it's definitely about what I look for before I do a collab. But if it's not there, if your money right, you know, hit me up.
Okay, you heard it here first. You heard it 94.7 The Lane. If that money is right, honey.
Yeah,
pull on that.
Good old song. You feel me?
So, I definitely get what you were saying about, you know, the first people that you work with, you have to put stuff out with them first because they held it down for you before you got into out, anything like that. Like, you got to hold it down for the home team. So, I definitely get that. So, your fan base, how do you interact with them? How do you keep up with them? Like, what do you have a name for them? Like, tell me more about your listeners.
My listeners are solE.
solE.
So, I mean, because solE isn't just a word. solE is a adjective.
Okay, what does it mean?
So solE is a state in which one cannot receive nor reciprocate negative energy. It's a state in which one is solely focused on the bag.
Oh, hold on! You gotta tell me how to sound. I'm gonna start saying, okay, but you need to do solE.
I got the t-shirts kind of soon. But yeah, so it's not just my name, it's the state of being. So all my fans are solE, yo. Like, they super cool, they're super supportive. They give me a lot of input. Whereas certain fans, either they hate it or they love it. My fans is, if they like it, they're gonna tell me why, and if they don't like it, they're gonna tell me why, because they've been listening to me for over the years. But it's definitely was very hard to stay engaged when I moved to Japan, and I was really hurt. I ain't gonna lie, from my Instagram, but because my physical location was in a different country, my timeline, my algorithm, it was just totally different. So I had to learn how to connect with my fans in a different way. But moving back to the States, I'm able, and Instagram has just been adding so many new features. It's making it so much easier. Like, it's literally, I wake up every day and can engage with my followers. So I just make it a point to post as much as I can and to try to reach out and get their input on things that I'm doing as much as I can. So it's not just like, I'm this superstar, Beyonce, follow me. You know, it's like, no, we're in this together. It's not just about...
Because without you, there's no me.
Yeah, so my fans are cool, man. I love them. I call them Tribe because it's Tribe solE. So I just call them Tribe.
Okay, well, shout out to the Tribe. Y'all heard she's on here shouting y'all out. Period.
Yeah.
So, as far as the music industry is concerned, what would you say is your favorite aspect of it? Like, I know some of my friends, like, they love making music videos. Some of my friends love the recording process. Some of my friends love the creative process before the recording process, you know, just coming up with the idea, what they're going to be talking about, and that vibe, you know, when you're in your room or when you're solo, you know, get it popping. So, for you, what is your favorite creative process? Like, what is it like?
I would say, I mean, I love engineering and like mixing and mastering.
Because you engineer too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite part. That's crazy. Because I just started engineering like maybe 6 months ago. So for me to say that, I wouldn't picture myself saying that this time last year.
Right.
But I think engineering, because it don't matter how good you can lay the vocals, it don't matter how good you wrote the song, it don't matter how good the beat you pick. If the sounds don't match up, if you don't got the right beat drops, if the engineer don't know what they're doing, your song is gonna be trash. It don't matter if Beyonce come in, if the engineer don't know what they're doing, they don't know. So that's my favorite part now. I just love hearing the song turn into literally a diamond.
I love that. So what's the least favorite? Because, you know,
I would say least favorite would definitely be, even though I enjoy doing it, it would be making beats. I make beats, right, for myself, but it's just like...
So do you make all your own beats, or do you get them from others?
I've been doing it for maybe like the past 4 months. So I've been trying, like every other song I record is produced by me. But it just gets frustrating because I want to hear other people beats sometimes. And sometimes you make a beat that don't fit the mood you're trying to write to, but if it's a good beat,
but you gotta hold it in the reservoir until you're ready to pull it out again.
Yeah, so that's the most frustrating. Oh no, I like performing too outside of engineering.
Love performing.
I love it. That's my thing.
Have you performed since COVID? Do you perform anywhere locally? Or?
Yeah, I performed. I had a show the other week. And
was it that all women and?
Oh yeah, I had that one. I had another show too. The all women's one was really nice.
Oh, it looks really nice. Like I was on Instagram, like
it was really nice.
I want to go. I think it's the invite.
And it was right out here too, but it was really nice. And I also have previously, months before that, had shows in Atlanta. So I've been really moving. Like COVID hasn't really stopped me too much. It just kind of stopped me picking which shows I want to do. You know, rather than just.
You gotta be a little more choosy.
Yeah,
definitely get that. Well, period. My sister, she been on the move.
Period.
Okay, she ain't worried about none of that. Well, we're gonna take a quick listen to one of her singles called 12.
Oh, Loser. That's Loser.
That's Loser. Yes. Okay, y'all. Let me tell you right now, this song is lit.
I had to send it encrypted.
Okay, period, because people ain't know. It's on the sneak, okay, encrypted. So this is Loser. Definitely let me know on IG. Y'all send the live right now. Let me know what y'all think. This song busting. This song was busting in my car, so I know y'all gonna be busting in y'all ears too. And we right back. You already know it's your girl JT and my girl solE.
Hey.
And we'll be right back. All right. So before we got back on air, we listened to some Janae. We was vibing, you know, we got the wine, chilling. And she was saying that, like, you know, Janae is her. What do you rate Janae in your listening scale?
She's definitely at like an 8 or 9.
8 or 9. She listens to her all the time. So if you had to choose some artists that inspire you, or some artists you say you would resemble, not identically, but you know,
right?
And as far as sonically, vibes, who would you say that is and why?
I would definitely say like Floetry, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill type vibes. You know, but definitely Janae Aiko was inspirational because she was the first singer that kind of did that talking thing. You know, rather than just singing out.
The whole way.
So she kind of changed the whole wave, like with her mixtapes and stuff. When she came out with Kendrick, like. So Janae Aiko had a major impact.
Man, I used to be walking to the bus, listening to her like I was really going through some real life trauma. Didn't know what she was talking about, just trying to act like I was grown. But it was so vibey. You just had to feel like you knew what she was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Just based off her vibe and how the energy she brought to the track and the vulnerability that she brought to each of her tracks. And I feel like that's the same type of vulnerability I felt listening to you.
Right.
So
thank you.
No, definitely, like, I admire that a lot. Like I said, like, that is amazing. So in your vulnerability, in your creative process, how would you describe it? Like, what gets you in the mood? Like, what really makes you be able to like, tap in and write?
It's always the beat. I say that because, like, if people that have been around me know, I can hear a song for legit 2 seconds, like, no exaggeration. I can hear the first 1 to 3 seconds of a beat, and I'm like, that's the one, or I don't want that beat. So, like,
you know,
after 3 seconds, the song is already in me. Not that I know exactly what I'm going to say, but I know what that song's going to sound like. So it's to the point where I don't even have to write it down. I can just go in the booth, and it just comes out. It's more like a spiritual thing. I can't really explain it, but it's not like I sit down and write for hours. Like, nah, if that beat speaks to me, then I'm going to speak on what that beat is going to say. Yeah. I'm going to ride the beat. Yes, that's simple.
So if you had to choose one song, and you're like, when I went in the studio this day, this song, it was just hitting. Like, I just was connected to it. I could go in there, I just killed it. Like, I didn't even have to do that many punch-ins or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It just happened for me right then and there. What would you say that song was?
I would say, okay, I would definitely say, somebody in my comments just said it. Matter of fact, one of my followers just said it in the comments, but Intermission was actually the song I shot my last video to. When I say I wrote that song in Japan with some ammo, like, I wrote that song when I was just ready to sign on paper plane. And I was just over it, and I was stuck in Japan, and I was like, when I get to the studio, man, when I get in the booth, I'm gonna lay this song, so I might even cry. And I got in the studio, closed all the blinds, and I ain't cried, but when you listen to intermission, you know I wasn't in the booth playing around.
Right.
And it sounded like I just did it straight through. Like, so intermission was definitely that song for me, girl. That was my that line between love and hate song.
No, I definitely feel that. So for those who don't know, who just are now tuning in, solE was telling me basically that her album was inspired by a divorce she went through in 2018.
Well, the divorce was last year.
Last year, so it dropped in 2020, the divorce happened in 2020.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what divorce is like. So, what feelings from that situation really inspired this album? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only imagine. I would assume things like despair, because I felt despair. So you know what I'm saying? What adjectives could describe what that was like for you?
When I had to just summarize everything I was feeling, the only word was vulnerable, because I'm a very independent woman. Like, all my life, if it wasn't sports, I was on with my grades, and I've never been a time where I never just sat on my butt not wanting a job. It's times when I've had multiple jobs, 2, 3 jobs. That's just me. I always had a crib, always had a car, always, even in college, had an apartment. That was just me. So going to Japan, you're stripped of, I didn't have money, I didn't have a job, and going through a divorce, I really didn't have money.
All that independence.
I didn't have a flight to come back home, I didn't know how I was going to get my things back home. It was just a lot of factors, and you feel angry, and you feel upset, and you feel sad, and you feel abandoned, because mind you, I'm in the country. It's not down the street. I call my brother or call my mom, like, hey,
to come get you.
You're in another country.
So you just gotta figuring
it out. Yeah. And that's the most vulnerable feeling you can have. And at the time, yeah, you may want to feel mad. You may want to feel all these things, but you don't have time to focus on things, because at the time I'm trying to get back home.
Right.
Like, yes, I'm sad and I'm broken, but I'm trying to get back home. So the only feeling I could focus on was vulnerability, because even though I was feeling all those things, I just
had to persevere.
Yeah, and I had to allow people to help me. That's where the vulnerability came in.
That's the one right there.
Like, I had to really open up about what was going on in my life and allow people to help me, because I didn't have the money to come back. I didn't have nothing. So I had to allow people to help me. And that's really the thing about the album with vulnerability. It's not just a feeling you have, it's also allowing people to come in and taking some of that weight from you, and allowing people to come in and kind of just relieve you of what's going on, because for a while I just never expressed things to people. I didn't talk to people.
You just held it all in.
I just was tough. I just, so that's vulnerable. Just a lot of vulnerable stuff.
Child! I mean, like I said, I commend you, because I can only imagine.
Yeah.
It's not even just dealing with all those emotions that you talked about, you know what I'm saying? Also being able to put it out there for other people to interpret as well.
Yeah.
That is just...
It was very scary.
So how old were you during this time?
I got married at, I think I was like 24. And I got, maybe at 23. I don't remember. How old am I now?
That looks like the calendar.
I was divorced at 25.
Okay.
So I got married at like maybe 23, 24.
Okay.
So I was married for like almost 2 years.
So do you feel like you can take away one lesson from that whole experience? Do you feel like, well, let me ask this first. Do you feel like you were too young?
No, definitely was not too young. It was just the situation. Like, when I say I had like a few days to decide if I was going to Japan or not. In the military, that's how it is.
Yeah, you just gotta choose.
You don't get weeks.
Yeah, they tell you it was 2 or 3 days before.
You know what I'm saying? And if you've never been in that position, it sounds like, I'm going to make the best decision. But at that time, when you got 24 hours to make a decision,
it's hasty.
And it's as simple as signing a piece of paper. That's what it seems like to get married. So it's like, you don't think of it as this big thing, sometimes. And all I was thinking was Japan and love, and that's.
Girl, love will take you there, girl. Love will make you do some crazy things.
Yes.
Okay, before we go any further and stop, everybody hit the break. I need to know what your sign is.
Gemini.
Me too! Yes! It's so well. It's so late for me. Okay, because I'm going to tell you right now, because I was listening to her music in the car, like for the last couple of days, trying to, prepare for the interview and everything. And it was just hitting so hard for me. Like, I was like, I'm vibing. Yes, Gemini. Okay, what day?
June 7th.
Okay. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Literally, a friend of my birthday is June 7th. Mine's June 12th.
Aww.
Oh, I love that. Okay, rising and moon. Let's hear it. You know your rising and your moon?
One is, I think, a Taurus moon.
Okay, I love Tauruses, so continue.
Okay.
If we had to go with Taurus, either moon or rising was the
I don't know. The other one, I can't remember. I just remember I was a Taurus moon and I was devastated.
Devastated? Why? Why devastated?
Taurus men just be a lot. My dad's a Taurus, my brother's a Taurus.
Oh, see, my dad's a Gemini. My boy best friend is a Gemini. Like, two of my boy best friends are Gemini.
Yeah, two of my boy best friends are Geminis too.
Yes, you already know. Literally, okay, I'm a Capricorn, moon, and a Libra rising.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if that matters.
You like kind of all over the place.
I am. I'm all over the place. That's okay. I had to know your sign, so now I know you're a Gemini. Makes this whole night 10 times better.
How'd you feel about glitching? Well, listen to glitching.
Okay, glitching. All right, because I got halfway through, y'all, and I can't even count. But we're gonna listen to glitching in the car. Because now now we're gonna be friends. She don't even know y'all. I'm about to trap her.
Be friends now.
Woo! We're all friends. She live in Norfolk and I live in Norfolk. Definitely friends. Okay. So I have to ask, sometimes people put hidden meanings behind their music, or their music can mean multiple things at one time. So tell me, is there any hidden meanings behind what you're outwardly putting out? Any things you experience while making the music, but it's not exactly what's being put out for that particular song?
I have a lot of songs. Like I said, even though I didn't really directly talk about the things I dealt with in Japan, it's very subliminal in my music. So I dealt with a lot of depression in Japan. So it's that song like Me to Me is a note I wrote from me to me, because encouraging myself, because I'm still depressed.
Yeah,
it's nobody else that's gonna talk to me.
Right, you gotta be there for you.
So that's what Me to Me was about. Reaction was a song I wrote because I was in an abusive relationship in college. I wrote that song as a reaction because the actual guy that abused me reached out to me to follow me on Instagram. So I wrote reaction because maybe you just wanted a reaction. Congratulations, boy, this is your reaction. So now that's my first time ever addressing it, talking about it. And people may think I'm just writing that song to, I don't know, advocate for domestic violence. Like, no, those details in that song is what really happened to me. You know what I'm saying? That happened years ago, but stuff I don't talk about. Some song, me and my father had a weird relationship. Now, thank God, we're on the other side, working it out. But for a long time, me and my dad, it was just a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I have songs about him, like things about me and him that, you know what I'm saying, you just have to either know me or really be a fan and listen to me over the years to know. And it's even people who are close to me who will think, oh, this song must be about a guy. But this song is like, nah, this song could be about this person or a family member or that. So some songs that come off as sexual sometimes aren't even sexual at all. They could be about a male that's personal to me, or a different type of love. I could be talking about a godly love. Some songs are about spiritual. Some songs that may seem about sex are about spiritual sex, spiritual connection. Right. But because everybody's mind is so
negative, it just goes to the furthest.
Yeah. It's a sexual song. Oh, it's just like, nah. A lot of some songs are worship songs straight to God that you would think I'm talking about a man. This one is depends. It just really depends.
So tell me more about this Morning Star. Tell me about Morning Star.
Morning Star is my baby. I actually wrote Morning Star Love Diary when I was head over heels. And
this is in the beginning, the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We love it. We love the honeymoon.
Yeah, so Love Diary was literally written as a diary. And Morning Star was written, I'm into, before astrology got really popular, I just love stars. And I used to look up different constellations and things like that. So Morning Star, I saw the beat was named Morning Star. So I'm like, oh snap, I like stars. I'm about to go hand with this star concept. So that's what Morning Star was initially, just if the man that is my soulmate should be like my morning star. So I wrote the song as if, you know what I'm saying, that you're my morning star. That says a lot. You are my morning star. You with me near or far. And on the flip side, that song was also about God.
Okay, let me hear the chorus right now.
Okay. So it's like, you are my morning star, you give me light in darker days, you are my morning star, you are with me near or far.
Yes! Yes, I'm here for it. All right, y'all already know y'all tuned into the hottest station in Virginia. It's your girl JT. Y'all here with my beautiful guest solE. We finna listen to Morning Star. Y'all already know. Tap in.
Hey, tune in.
Yo, what's up? You already know it's your girl JT, and I'm here with my lovely guest today,
Shantel solE, what's up?
Okay, and we've been getting all into the tea about her latest album, Vulnerable, available everywhere on all streaming platforms, in case y'all need to know. So, now we have a fun game for our last 10 minutes. It's a little game I like to call Song Association. So basically, I'm going to give Miss solE a word, and she's going to sing her best 10 seconds of whatever song comes to her head first based off the word that I say. But the lyric has to be included. Okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Around.
Around. 'Cause I want you around.
Hey.
Around. And I want you around.
Yes, ma'am.
Around, round. I want you around.
I love playing this game with somebody who's gonna sing the song. You need to be able to sing the song. Period. All right, next song or next word up. Love.
Love. Love. So many things I got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how.
Period. Cause there's a possibility. Okay, next song, next word. Feelings.
Oh wait, what's the wrong word? Feeling. I can't. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. I want sexual healing.
Come on, throw it back in. Alright, bet. Next, night.
Night.
Mm-hmm.
Night. Wait. Oh wait. Wait.
Is she gonna fold?
Oh
under
no.
the pressure?
Silent night.
Period. She said she gonna get her night in.
Yeah. I don't care if it's silent or not.
Okay, silent, loud. You gonna get this night. Okay, care.
Care. Care. Tender love and care. What's that sound? Care.
It's okay. Next word. Energy.
Energy. I got energy, got a lot of energy, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy, trying to take it away from it.
Hey.
Break with
Did he say energy?
Yeah, I got energy.
He got enemies.
Oh, no. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy.
Okay, she said that. Did he say energy or no?
I definitely remixed that whole song.
It's okay. It sounded better. Emotions.
I don't know the words for it, but it's like, It's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
All the children. You know that when I play at the cookout when you eat a burger.
With the older people, you know, we got grandma and stuff. Okay,
in there.
I'll give that one to you. You got one demand so far for care, but aside from that, doing great. All right, moving.
Moving. It's hard because some of these songs, like, I got words too, so I'm trying to sing my song.
No, sing your song.
Oh, okay.
Sing that song.
But moving, I can see through the lights. It's like a pop song.
Period.
So soothing, everything feels so right.
So right.
Yes, that'd be some pop stuff in the cut I got.
Period. My sister said she's versatile. She do it all. So you gotta make sure you tap in. There's something out there for everybody. Period. Okay. It's called Moving. Is that the name of the song?
Moving. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Moving. You already heard it here first. Download it all platforms. Stream all platforms. More.
I'm gonna do gospel. I need more. Jesus, more of you.
Praise the Lord.
I need so much more.
Give me more, Em. Give me more, Lord.
Ow. Give me more.
You know my heart. Okay. Girl.
Oh, girl. You know, girls love Beyonce. Girls love to put your conscience. Girls say, but let's go missing. None of you ain't no different. These days it's hard on me women. Feel like my love life is finished. I've been avoiding commitment. That's why I'm in this position. I'm scared to let somebody in on this. No new friends, no.
You know how it go! You know how it go! Yes! I love me some Drake, period. Just give me all the life right now. I'm getting all the life right now. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm living over here. I'm in this happy little bubble. Anyway. Alright, friends.
What's the music soul child song? Oh, I'm not trying to pressure you. Just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't really gotta be my boyfriend. Cause I just wanna know your name and maybe sometime.
I'm gonna lay out on the floor. Did I hear that your name? I don't think y'all heard it. But I'm gonna lay out on the floor. Okay. Song.
I'm not gonna write you a love song, cause your ass is for it, cause you need one.
You see? Me and solE are like twin flames over here. I just want y'all to know because one thing about me, I love somebody that's versatile. Period.
Yeah, you gotta listen to a little bit of pop.
Alright, we got time for one more word. And I'm gonna say a word, and I just hope you pick the song that I'm thinking in my head, because that's how I'm gonna know if we got the telepathy, the Gemini telepathy going on right now. Okay.
Pressure. Okay.
All right. Trust.
Trust issues. Oh.
Okay. So since you said a Drake song, I'm gonna give it to you. But in my head, I was thinking, I trust you, and I love you, and I want you. But it's okay, because you sang a Drake song, so I'm going to give that one to you anyway, because he's the second one of my brain.
Drake is the GOAT, period.
Drake is the GOAT.
I'm a Drake, fanatic. I ain't even going to hold you.
Okay, we're going to get drinks after this, so if y'all want to come, I'm going to do it. We're going to go with it, because yes. Okay, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
No, it's no problem at all. I love it. You already know it's your girl Shantel. solE. You got any last words you want to tell everybody before you head out tonight?
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Follow me on social media. It's at Shantel_SOLE. That's solE. My music is everywhere. Shantel solE. And shout out my girl JT, man. Shout out 94.7 The Link. Y'all know how to get down.
Okay, you already know how to get down. Period. You already know it's the hottest station in Virginia. And tune in all week because we have so many great shows all week long. So make sure you tune in. Go check out our website and check out what our schedule is. And I just want to say thank you so much again for coming in everyone else today because you got all the energy. My sis got all the energy. So y'all know I'm telling, if I'm saying it, then it's real life. Y'all need to go download that album right now, Apple Music, because I know all y'all got Apple Music. Okay? But it's everywhere. If you don't got Apple Music, it's plenty other places too. Shantel solE. Go ahead and put that Vulnerable album that just dropped in 2020 because it's lit. You already know it's your girl JT. And I'm here every Monday from 7 to 9 with Tea Talk with JT. And I'm signing out. You already know it's your girl JT.
I'm Shantel solE.
And the hottest station in VA, 94.7 The Link.
I'm Nicki Minaj.
Trouble man in the flesh. This is 94.7 The Link, VA's party station.
Get a little vibe, 10 bands sitting on 5. Sun all up in your eyes. Couldn't let go if I tried to. I go back and I'll find you. I just want peace, so that show got front row seats. You can roll your eyes, you can suck your